silence. All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Cyrus Emmanuel Goodsir Bailey.
May it please the court, I move that Cyrus Emmanuel Goodsir Bailey be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Cyrus Emmanuel Goodsir Bailey be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yuanji Bao.
May it please the court, I move that Yuanji Bao be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yuanji Bao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amy Louise Barris.
May it please the court, I move that Amy Louise Barris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amy Louise Barris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Antonia Bonura.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Antonia Bonura, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Antonia Bonura be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Taylor Ashley Morgan Campbell.
May it please the court, I move that Taylor Ashley Morgan Campbell be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Taylor Ashley Morgan Campbell be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shi Yao Chen.
May it please the court, I move that Shi Yao Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shi Yao Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zheng Chu.
May it please the court, I move that Zheng Chu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zheng Chu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Vincent John Collins.
May it please the court, I move that Vincent John Collins be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Vincent John Collins be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brooke Rhiannon Collins.
May it please the court, I move that Brooke Rhiannon Collins be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Brooke Rhiannon Collins be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isabella Leone Dina.
May it please the court, I move that Isabella Leone Dina be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Isabella Leone Dina be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Abigail Gaddate.
May it please the court, I move that Abigail Gadate be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Abigail Gadgate be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Thomas Kerr Glancy.
May it please the court, I move that Thomas Kerr Glancy be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Thomas Kerr Glancy be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nathan James Gohari.
May it please the court, I move that Nathan James Gohari be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nathan James Gohari be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Colleen Rose Gonzalez.
May it please the court, I move that Colleen Rose Gonzalez be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Colleen Rose Gonzalez be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophie Lee Hall.
May it please the court, I move that Sophie Lee Hall be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sophie Lee Hall be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicholas James Healy.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Nicholas James Healy, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nicholas James Healy be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emma Makiko Hilton.
May it please the court, I move that Emma Hilton be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emma Makiko Hilton be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Boram Hong.
May it please the court, I move that Boram Hong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Boram Hong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zun Hu.
May it please the court, I move that Zun Hu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zun Hu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emily Kaskowski.
May it please the court, I move that Emily Ketskowski be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emily Ketskowski be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Talia Cladis.
May it please the court, I move that Talia Cladis be admitted as a lawyer in this honourable court.
Let Talia Cladis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lily Ann Langford.
May it please the court, I move that Lily Ann Langford be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lily Ann Langford be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexander Stephen Lamont.
May it please the court, I move that Alexander Stephen Lamont be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alexander Stephen Lamont be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nelson Nawab Liakut.
May it please the court, I move that Nelson Nawab Liakut be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nelson Nawab Liakut be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mateo Lopez.
May it please the court, I move that Mateo Lopez be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mateo Lopez be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Daisy Kate MacDonald.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Daisy Kate MacDonald be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Daisy Kate MacDonald be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Muhammad Abdul Manan.
May it please the court, I move that Muhammad Abdul Manan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Muhammad Abdul Manan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gabrielle Mantufe.
May it please the court, I move that Gabrielle Mantufe be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gabrielle Mantufe be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Heidi Marco.
May it please the court, I move that Heidi Marco be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Heidi Marco be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlotte Elizabeth Maxfield.
May it please the court, I move that Charlotte Elizabeth Maxfield be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Charlotte Elizabeth Maxfield be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Melissa Jade McDonough.
May it please the court, I move that Melissa J. McDonough be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Melissa Jade McDonough be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Piper Lee McEwen.
May it please the court, I move that Piper Lee McEwen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Piper Lee McEwen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Suran Masaji.
May it please the court, I move that Suran Masagi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Suran Masagi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tessa May Murray.
May it please the court, I move that Tessa May Murray be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tessa May Murray be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samantha Jane O'Brien.
May it please the court, I move that Samantha Jane O'Brien be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samantha Jane O'Brien be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Helen Hajin Park.
May it please the court, I move that Helen Hedgen Park be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Helen Hajin Park be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophie Pagiotis.
May it please the court, I move that Sophie Periotis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sophie Periotis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Narelle Bronwyn Ratcliffe.
May it please the court, I move that Narelle Bronwyn Ratcliffe be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Narelle Bronwyn Ratcliffe be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Magella Anna Miriam Michelle Rutty.
May it please the court, I move that Magella Anna Miriam Michelle Rutty be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Magella Anna Miriam Michelle Rutty be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sami Saraj.
May it please the court, I move that Sami Saraj be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sami Saraj be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Indiana Savita Scott.
May it please the court, I move that Indiana Savita Scott be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Indiana Savita Scott be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kimberly Stapley.
May it please the court, I move that Kimberly Stapley be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kimberly Stapley be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adrian Talevsky.
May it please the court, I move that Adrian Talevsky be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Adrian Talevsky be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shun Lok Tang.
May it please the court, I move that Shun Lok Tang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shun Lok Tang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alan Ton.
May it please the court, I move that Alan Ton be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alan Ton be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Judith Wilkinson.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Judith Wilkinson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Judith Wilkinson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tianzi Yang.
May it please the court, I move that Tianzi Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tianzi Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Qing Fan Zhao.
May it please the court, I move that King Fang Zhao be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Qing Fang Zhao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Xu Ying Zhu.
May it please the court, I move that Su Ying Zhu be admitted as a lawyer to this honourable court.
Let Xu Ying Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zheng Zhu.
May it please the court, I move that Zhang Zhou be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zheng Zhou be admitted as a lawyer of this court. I also admit as lawyers of this court the following persons who have completed a special process for admissions in absentia: Elsbeth Rosemary Crawford, Rushen Diao, Hao Fang, Dong Yu Ho, Rosemary Joy Holford Jones, Hassan Safdar Khan, Kamlishan Perumal Naidu, Ning Tang, Harong Wang, and Dong Xiao Zhu. It will be necessary for those applicants whose admission has been moved in person to stand and remain standing for the purposes of swearing an oath or making a declaration. Please do so as directed by the officiating officer.
Could rows 1 and 2 on my right please stand? Cyrus Emmanuel Goodsir Bailey, Yuanji Bao, Amy Louise Barris, Antonia Bonura, Taylor Ashley Morgan Campbell, Xiao Chen, Zheng Chu, Vincent John Collins, Brooke Rhiannon Collins, Isabella Leonie Dina, Abigail Gadati, Thomas Kirk Glancy, Nathan James Gahari, Colleen Rose Gonzalez, Sophie Lee Hall, Nicholas James Healy. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. And could rows 3 and 4 on my right please stand? Emma Makiko Hilton, Borum Hong, Zun Hu, Emily Kaskowski, Talia Cladis, Lily Ann Langford, Alexander Stephen Lamont, Nelson Nawab Liaquat, Mateo Lopez, Sarah Daisy Kate MacDonald, Muhammad Abdul Manan, Gabrielle Mantufe, Heidi Marco, Charlotte Elizabeth Maxfield, Melissa Jade McDonough, Piper Lee McEwen, Suren Masadi, Tessa May Murray, Samantha Jane O'Brien, Helen Hajian Park, Sophie Pagiotis. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down. And could the 2 rows to my left please stand? Narelle Bronwyn Ratcliffe, Magella Anna Miriam Michelle Rutty, Sammy Siraj, Indiana Savita Scott, Kimberly Stapley, Adrian Teleski, Shunlok Tang, Alan Ton, Sarah Judith Wilkinson, Tianzi Yang, Ping Fan Zhao, Xu Ying Zhu, Zheng Zhu. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down.
Now that the formal part of the admission ceremony is over, can I warmly welcome you all to the Supreme Court of New South Wales. I am Justice Beach Jones and I'm the Chief Judge of the Court's Common Law Division. Present with me on the bench today is Justice Stern, who is sitting to my right, and Justice Sweeney, who is sitting to my left. Justice Stern is a Judge of Appeal, and Justice Sweeney is a Judge who sits in the Common Law Division. Together, the three of us constitute the Supreme Court of New South Wales that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. This court building is located on the Gadigal people on the land of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. The court pays its respects to the Gadigal elders past, present and emerging, and extends those respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. To all the newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is one for celebration. We know how hard you've all worked to get here. I'm also pleased to welcome those with you today who are watching on the live stream. For many of you, the support of your family and friends has no doubt been invaluable. I suspect they've been on the receiving end of your finely polished or developing skills of argument and persuasion. I'm sure they displayed great patience throughout that experience. Please take the time to thank them. In being admitted as a lawyer of this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession, with the custom of advocates swearing an oath on admission to practice dating back to the 12th century. This court first admitted lawyers in 1824, nearly 200 years ago, and by 1830, the names of lawyers were entered onto rolls in this state in the same way that you will do immediately after this ceremony. In fact, your admission ceremony falls on a particularly historic day, as today marks 200 years to the very day since the issues of the letters of patent comprising the Third Charter of Justice. Those letters patent established this court, and it was the document by which our first Chief Justice, Sir Francis Forbes, was appointed. It's in acknowledgement of the history and the responsibilities that you have just assumed that we observe today's formalities, including the fact that your admission has been moved by someone who's already a member of the profession, and that you've made a formal oath or affirmation in the presence of your family and peers. They are all witnesses to the promises and undertakings you have made today. In terms of tradition and formality, you will see from the portrait on the walls of this court that we are wearing the same robes, and in some cases literally the same robes, as have been worn by our predecessors. Believe me, we do not wear them for comfort or fashion, and speaking for myself, I do not wear them out of personal choice. However, the continuity of these forms of robes highlights the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales. That continuity is something that the whole community can be justifiably proud of. There are very few countries in the world that have as long as continuity in the rule of law as Australia has. In a world in which there is much global uncertainty and insecurity, and where even comparable countries with similar institutions appear to be under great stress, the rule of law is more important now than ever. The rule of law stands in contrast to the rule of force. A society that is governed by and respects the rule of law does not suffer arbitrary abuses of power. The rule of law is the antidote to the rule of autocratic dictators and populists who undermine their own democracies. The law touches every part of society, and it can and will lead you all in many different directions and career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation you have just made is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. Whether you work in private legal practice, at the bar, in a community legal centre, a Crown Law Office, a government department or agency, a union or industrial organisation, or an entirely different field, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice, and you must strive to uphold these values. Notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending this ceremony, and to which I've referred, not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. Can I mention two important drivers of change? The rapid technological shift brought about by the pandemic has had profound and ongoing implications for the way in which our legal system interacts with members of the community. It's also delivered greater workplace flexibility for practitioners, particularly those with family responsibilities and in regional and remote communities. While the increased use of technology offers a number of advantages, the practice of the law has human nature and human interaction at its core. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to different situations, perform under pressure, and deal with each other. Now, another important driver of change is the increasing diversity in the legal profession, including the judiciary. This is very much a work in progress. In terms of female lawyers, we have come very far, but there's still much work that needs to be done. In New South Wales, women were originally not even permitted to practice law, but since 2018, they have made up more than half of all solicitors with a practicing certificate in New South Wales, and currently make up more than 2/3 of solicitors under the age of 30. Some of the most senior positions in the law in Australia are held by distinguished female lawyers, including the current Chief Justice of the High Court, the Chief Justice of the Federal Court, the Chief Justices of the Supreme Court of Victoria, Queensland and the Australian Capital Territory, the President of our Court of Appeal, this state's Director of Public Prosecutions and Senior Public Defender, the Presidents of the New South Wales Bar Association and the Law Society of New South Wales, and the two distinguished judges who sit with me today. Even so, there is still much to be done in terms of gender equality, and there is far more to be done to achieve a legal profession and judiciary that is truly representative of our multicultural society and all socio-economic backgrounds. The achievement of these forms of diversity amongst solicitors, advocates and judges will assist in ensuring that all people who become involved in our justice system can be properly and fairly be heard and have their rights respected. A legal profession and a judiciary that truly reflects the society we serve is the best means of preserving confidence in the law and enhancing the rule of law. The admission ceremonies on which I've sat since becoming a judge more than 11 years ago, including this one, highlight that there is now far greater diversity of background amongst junior lawyers than when I commenced practice. That is a very good thing, and leaders of the profession and the courts are working hard to foster inclusiveness and diversity. However, the task of building a legal profession that truly represents the community we all serve will also fall to you as future leaders of the profession and the community. I now offer a little bit of professional and personal advice. As a lawyer, you will often need to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you've developed to think critically and not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and the administration of justice. At various points of your career, you will make mistakes, some minor, some more serious. We all make mistakes from time to time. What tests us as ethical professionals is how we respond when we make mistakes. When you do make mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means that you must take responsibility, correct what you can, and learn from these errors. One form of mistake that can often be made is to give your clients the advice you think they want to hear. Empathy and understanding are excellent skill sets for those giving advice, but telling clients what they want to hear will do them and you a disservice in the medium to long term when the true picture emerges. Being a lawyer means you're an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, and an advocate. As you go about your day-to-day work, remember you are not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum, but law as it applies to people's lives. An individual in need of your services as a lawyer is usually someone facing some kind of great personal challenge or crisis affecting his or her liberty, property, personal well-being, or health or financial position. For these reasons, you must always strive to deliver legal services not only competently and fearlessly, but with courtesy, integrity, and sensitivity to the circumstances. In this context, can I emphasise the importance of civility? Aspects of the law, especially if you're involved in litigation, can be confrontational. The practice of the law can be stressful and demanding enough without personal animus and antagonism between practitioners adding to the load. It is essential you maintain your detachment, balance, and good humour. Remember at all times, you are members of a profession and not a business. The second last piece of advice that I'll provide is to remind you that it is the responsibility of all levels of the legal profession and the judiciary to make the law intelligible and understandable. The best judges give clear guidance to juries about the law they must apply to decide an accused person's guilt or innocence. The best advocates make their points to courts simply and succinctly. The best solicitors explain the law to their clients in understandable terms, no matter what their personal circumstances. For non-lawyers, the law can sometimes be incomprehensible. One of your roles as a lawyer will be to make the law accessible to others, sometimes by unravelling legal complexities, other times by deciphering poor legal drafting, and sometimes by simply getting to the bottom of messy and complex factual situations and explaining them in their proper legal framework. Strive to be clear and concise at all times in both your writing and your speaking. To do that facilitates access to justice. Lastly, can I emphasise that in the practice of law, your physical and mental health are both extremely important. There will be times when you feel overwhelmed, burnt out, or distressed. Legal practice can be all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. Clients are often under great stress, and it's easy to absorb that stress yourself. You must work hard to keep your balance and keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do as well. If you do get overwhelmed by it all, as frankly we all have from time to time, try to take a step back and recapture some perspective. Remember, the law is a highly collegiate profession. If you're feeling the strain, the chances are someone else as well. Now, in that context, can I call upon young representatives, firstly of the New South Wales Bar Association and then of the Law Society, to say a few words. Ms Wallace, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Amanda Wallace, and I've been practicing for 2.5 years at the Bar of England and Wales and 3 weeks at the Bar of New South Wales, predominantly in family law and criminal law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, whilst also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case a barrister, and I am proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of the job, my job, and it allows me to give expert advice, to represent people in court, and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website, and each year there is a Career at the Bar Open Day. In your first year of practice as a reader, you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority who meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support you will receive is not limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a New Barristers Committee, which organises social and educational functions for 0 to 5 year barristers like me, and a Diversity and Equality Committee, of which I am a member, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, their religion, their gender, their parental status, or sexual orientation. So whether as a lawyer or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or the Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this Honourable Court.
Thank you, Ms. Wallace. Ms. Ferris, on behalf of the Law Society, do you move?
May it please the Court, my name is Ellen Ferris, and not so long ago I stood where you are standing today, and what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the role of the Supreme Court as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved today. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea what to expect. It was not always easy, and it's still not easy. Often it was overwhelming. But as I stand here today after 4 years of working as a solicitor, I can tell you I've learned a thing or two. And one of the things that I have learned is the importance of being part of a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with 30,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. This is why I've chosen to be a part of Law Society's New South Wales Young Lawyers branch. Here, I have found inspiration, friendship, guidance, support when I needed it most, as well as opportunities to advocate and to join committees. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. It is the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as newly minted lawyers, thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all on your achievement, and we look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society community and the legal profession. Okay, please.
Thank you, Ms. Ferris. I'll just finish by noting the law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging, and satisfying, and populated by intelligent, committed, and dynamic people. You should be proud to be a lawyer, proud of your achievements to date, and proud of the profession you've just joined. It is a very important profession that underpins stability and cohesion in our community. You are now a very important part of that very important profession. Work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, contribute to your community, and don't take yourself too seriously. We wish you all the very best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead and a full and rewarding career. On behalf of all the judges of the Supreme Court, I congratulate you on your admission and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.